Stop. Before you scroll, before you search for another video, before you try to escape this moment, just listen, because what I'm about to say might be the most honest thing you will hear this year. No music, no edits, no motivation tricks, just the truth. And the truth is simple, but painful. You are not tired. You are distracted. You say you want to change your life, but every single day, you run away from the work that could actually change it. You open your phone, not because you need something, but because you don't want to face yourself. And the world is perfectly designed to keep you this way. Endless scrolling, endless noise, endless dopamine, cheap pleasure, replacing real purpose. And slowly, quietly, you start losing something you don't even notice at first. Your focus, your discipline, your dreams. Not in one big moment, but in thousands of tiny escapes you call just a break. 5 minutes becomes an hour becomes a day becomes a year, and one morning, you wake up with a terrifying thought. What did I do with my life? This is not motivation. This is a warning, because the most dangerous thing in the modern world is not failure. It's comfort. Comfort that whispers, tomorrow is fine. Rest a little more. You deserve this. And while you rest, someone else is building, learning, becoming stronger, not because they are special, but because they learned a secret you never did. Dopamine is not happiness. It's a distraction. Real happiness is harder, slower, quieter. It lives inside effort, inside discipline, inside doing the thing you don't feel like doing. And that's why most people never reach it, because they are addicted, not to pleasure, but to escape. Escape from responsibility, escape from fear, escape from the truth that changing your life will hurt. Yes, hurt, because growth is painful, discipline is painful. Becoming someone new means killing someone old, and most people would rather stay comfortable than be reborn. So they wait and wait and wait for motivation, for the perfect time, for a miracle. But here is the truth. No one tells you, no one is coming, no perfect moment, no sudden inspiration, no magical change, just you and the choices you repeat every day. Small choices, invisible choices, but powerful enough to build a future or destroy one. Right now, in this exact moment, your life is not changing because of one big decision. It's changing because of what you do. After this video ends, will you scroll again, or will you finally begin? This is the line, the invisible line, between the life you have and the life you dream about. And crossing that line doesn't require talent, or money, or luck. It requires something much harder: honesty, brutal honesty, looking at your habits without excuses, looking at your wasted hours without lies, looking at your potential and admitting you are the only reason still sleeping. That truth hurts, but it also sets you free, because the moment you stop lying to yourself is the moment your real life begins. So don't clap, don't feel inspired, don't say this was powerful. None of that matters. What matters is what happens next, because this video is not here to motivate you. It's here to confront you. And in the next few minutes, we're going deeper into distraction, into addiction, into the silent habits that are stealing your future, one comfortable day at a time. And by the end, you will face a question you can't ignore anymore. Are you ready to wake up, or do you still want to sleep? Let me tell you a story, not about a billionaire, not about a celebrity, not about someone special, just a normal person, someone who once had dreams, big ones, clear ones, dreams that kept them awake at night with excitement. They said, one day, I'll change everything. One day, I'll be successful, confident, free. But that one day never came, not because they were stupid, Not because they were weak, not because they didn't try, but because something invisible was quietly stealing their life, one comfortable day at a time. It didn't look dangerous. It looked normal, scrolling a little longer, sleeping a little more, delaying the hard things until tomorrow. And tomorrow always felt safe, because tomorrow is where dreams go to hide. Years passed. Nothing terrible happened. No big failure. No dramatic collapse. Just slow silence. Dreams becoming smaller. Energy becoming weaker. Hope becoming quieter. Until one day, they looked in the mirror and saw a stranger, not the person they promised to become, just someone who got used to less. That's the real tragedy of distraction. It doesn't destroy you loudly. It destroys you quietly. No alarms, no warnings, no sudden pain. Just a slow trade, your potential for comfort, your future for entertainment, your life for escape. And the scariest part? You don't even notice it's happening, because everyone around you is doing the same thing. Same scrolling, same excuses, same "I'll start tomorrow." So it feels normal. But normal is exactly what keeps people stuck. Look around. How many people are truly alive? Not breathing, not existing. Alive, building something, chasing something, becoming something. Very few, because being alive requires pain. It requires discipline. When you feel lazy, focus. When you feel distracted, courage. When you feel afraid. And most people don't want a hard life. They want an easy day. So they choose comfort again and again and again, until comfort becomes a cage. Soft, warm, invisible, but still a cage. And here's the truth. No motivational video likes to say, time is not slow. You think you have years, plenty of chances, endless tomorrows. But life moves quietly in the background, while you scroll, while you wait, while you hesitate. Days disappear, months disappear, years disappear, and suddenly, starting feels harder, energy feels lower, fear feels bigger, because the longer you wait, the heavier the beginning becomes. That's why most dreams don't die from failure, they die from delay. Not, "I tried and lost," but, "I never truly started." And deep inside, you know this, you feel it, in quiet moments, late at night, early in the morning, in that small voice you try to ignore, the voice that whispers, "You're meant for more," but another voice answers quickly, "Later, not now, you're tired." And just like that, the moment is gone, again. But listen carefully now, because this part matters. It's not too late. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not incapable. You're just distracted. And distraction can be defeated, not with motivation, not with hype, not with another video, but with something much quieter, a decision, a real one, the kind that doesn't feel exciting, the kind no one applauds, the kind that happens in silence, the decision to stop escaping, to stop waiting, to stop negotiating with your own future, the decision to finally say, enough, enough wasted mornings, enough empty scrolling, enough living, half awake, because your life is still here, your potential is still here, and the person you were meant to become is still waiting, waiting for one moment, one honest choice, one step forward, not tomorrow, today. There is a moment that most people never recognize, quiet moment, nothing dramatic, nothing special, but it decides everything. It usually happens when you're alone, no noise, no scrolling, no distractions left to hide behind, just you and the truth. And in that silence, a question appears, is this really the life I want to live? Most people run away from that question. They grab their phone, open another app, find another distraction, because facing the truth is uncomfortable. and comfort has always been easier. But a few people, very few, stay. They sit with the question. They feel the weight of it. They don't escape. And that's the moment their life begins to change. Not because something magical suddenly happens, but because they stop lying to themselves. They finally admit, I'm wasting my time. I'm afraid to try. I keep choosing easy over meaningful. And honesty like that is painful, but it's also powerful. Because you cannot change. A life you keep pretending is okay. Read that again, slowly. You cannot change. A life you keep pretending is okay. So the real question is not, do you want success? Everyone says yes. The real question is, are you ready to lose the comfort that's destroying you? Because change is not about adding something new. It's about removing what's holding you back. The endless scrolling, the empty habits, the excuses you repeat every day until they sound like truth. Let's be honest, really honest. You don't need more information. You already know what you should do. Sleep earlier, wake up earlier, work, learn, focus, repeat. Simple, not easy, but simple. So if the path is clear, why haven't you walked it? Because discipline feels harder than regret today. But tomorrow, regret becomes heavier than discipline ever was. And that's the trap. You choose comfort now and pain later. Successful people choose pain now and freedom later. Same pain, different timing, different ending. So this moment, right here, is more important than it looks. Because while you're listening, two futures are being written. One where nothing changes. You finish the video, feel inspired for a few minutes, then go back to the same habits, same days, same months, same quiet disappointment you never talk about. And another future where something small but real finally shifts. No big announcement, no dramatic transformation, just a quiet decision. I won't escape anymore. And that decision, even if it's tiny, changes everything. Because progress doesn't start with confidence. It starts with honesty, then one action, then another, then another. Slow, boring, invisible, but real. And real always wins. In the end, years from now, your life won't be defined by this video. It will be defined by what you did after it. That's the truth. Most people don't want to hear. No hero is coming. No perfect mood is coming. No sudden motivation is coming to save you. Just choices. Daily, quiet, repeated choices. And here is the most dangerous lie. You still believe. I still have time. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. But one thing is certain. Every day you wait, the life you want moves further away. Not fast, not loudly, just quietly, until one day, catching it feels impossible, unless you decide that today is different, not perfect, not dramatic, just different. One focused hour, one honest effort, one promise you actually keep. That's how real change begins. Not in motivation, not in emotion, but in decision. So here you are, still listening, still here, still between two lives. One life, you already know. Same routine, same excuses, same quiet voice inside you, saying you were meant for more, while nothing really changes. Comfortable, but empty. Safe, but small. The other life is unclear, uncomfortable, demanding. It asks for effort. When you feel tired, focus. When you feel distracted, discipline. When no one is watching. And that's why most people never choose it. Because the price of becoming who you're meant to be is letting go of who you are today. And that is terrifying. But let me tell you something honest. Staying the same is also terrifying. Waking up years from now, in the same place, with the same regrets, with the same sentence, echoing in your mind, I could have done more. That sentence hurts more than discipline ever will, because effort is temporary, but regret lasts for years, sometimes for a lifetime. And the hardest truth? No one will save you from that regret. Not your friends, not your family, not another video, not even motivation. Only you, in a quiet moment, deciding, my life will not stay this small. Not loudly, not emotionally, just firmly, because real change is quiet at the beginning. No applause, no instant results, no dramatic transformation, just small actions that feel meaningless day after day, until one day they aren't small anymore, and suddenly you're stronger, clearer, more focused, not because of one big moment, but because you finally stopped quitting on yourself. That's the secret. No one talks about. Winning in life is rarely dramatic. It's mostly showing up on days you don't feel like it, working when it's boring, continuing when it's slow, believing when nothing proves it will work. Simple, but not easy. And that's exactly why it changes everything. So now we arrive at the only moment that truly matters. This one, not yesterday, not tomorrow, now, because life is not changed in the future. It's changed in decisions made in the present. And right now, you are deciding something, maybe silently, maybe unconsciously, but a direction is being chosen. Either back to sleep, back to scrolling, back to tomorrow, or forward, into effort, into discomfort, into the life you keep imagining, but never starting. And here is the final truth. You don't need perfect plan. You don't need confidence. You don't need to feel ready. You only need one thing: to begin. Small, messy, imperfect, but real. Because the people who change their lives are not the most talented, not the most motivated, not the most lucky. They are simply the ones who started and didn't stop. So if not now, when? After another year passes? After more energy is gone? After the dream feels impossible? You will remember this exact moment. Not the video, not the words, but the feeling that something inside you was asking to wake up. The only question is, did you listen or did you ignore it? The answer will become your life. So close this video, not to escape, but to begin, quietly, seriously, today.